Okay, so it still looks a little bit chaotic in here, but already this room has gone through a giant transformation. So, and hello everybody, welcome back to the channel again. I guess I should start with that. So I'm starting to like this room more and more now. I've got a lot of work to do, but there's a lot of potential in here. And yeah, so what I'm gonna do today is continue the journey in this room. I'm really excited because we've got all this paneling on the wall, and one of the things that I've wanted to do in this building is return it all back to the original industrial look and feel everywhere. So at one point, this paneling was put up everywhere in the building with these drop ceilings in order to make it easier to heat and cool. But it's been decades and the stuff hasn't been cared for, and it's basically just rotting off the wall. So tearing it all down is actually a twofold win for me, because I get to return it back to the original form that it was in, and I also get rid of all of this, nastiness, the stuff that's got to go. And I don't know what's behind these walls, to be honest. It could be just like studs, like this was a stick-built wall and then they put paneling up, or it could be some old original walls. There's been a couple times where I've removed paneling and I found signs on the wall that they just paneled over, which would be amazing if we found something like that. So, yeah. So this is kind of going to be a feel-good video, I'm hoping, because the impact will be immediate and it'll be really profound. And yeah, so what am I wasting time talking for? Let's get started. So I've still got this guy in here. I've got to get it out. It's going to be a tight fit. I'm not sure that it'll actually go through the door. So that's one of the reasons that it's still sitting there. And this big beauty right here, you'll remember from the previous video where I almost killed myself trying to get it down. It was hanging up there. But yeah, it is too heavy to move by myself. So it's going to stay put for right now until I come up with a strategy for that guy. But what I think I'm going to do is start with this drop ceiling. Should be pretty easy. And I've said that before on lots of projects. Should be pretty easy to get out of here. Once I do that, then I'll be able to, hook a claw hammer or a crowbar behind those boards that the paneling is nailed to, and just pry that apart and pull it all down. So carry it all out, and we'll see what's behind it. Can't wait. I've got a feeling that this drop ceiling is going to come down pretty easy. I've mentioned this before on the channel. These fiberglass ceiling panels are the things I hate most. This one actually looks in pretty good condition. And from what I've heard, fiberglass doesn't really rot, but a lot of the ones that I have taken out, if they got wet, they rot. So you can't burn them. There's really not much you can do with them. You could maybe soundproof a recording studio room or something with them, but let's be real, nobody wants them. So I've just been putting them in a big pile, and that's gonna be one of the trips that I take to the landfill. And then all of the metal from the framework will go to my scrap pile. Okay, so the drop ceiling is out, and that went out quick, super easy. I've already carried all the panels out, just gotta take the scrap metal out to the pile. And I'm looking up at all of this heavy duty, heavy gauge steel pipe there. And I'm not gonna take it out. I like it, actually. It gives a ton of character to this room. And the thing that occurred to me is that you see this long segment here, and then every so often there are those cross members there. That is a perfect grid. So later, once I have this room looking totally kick butt, that is the perfect grid for hanging industrial lighting from. And you could not dream of a better grid to hang industrial lighting from. So I love it, and I'm happy it's here. And then here's some more kind of deliciousness that'll stay in the room too. Just gotta clean it up. No paint. I'll just clear coat that guy, and it'll look amazing. Okay, now I've got some light in here. Well, that made a pretty shocking difference. I'm looking at this whole picture here through the camera, and it looks pretty rough, but here in real life, that makes quite a change, and real happy with that. So this wall over here, I just got up there and I started to pull down that metal work there so that I can pull those boards off the wall. And I realized this is the wall where the mama raccoon lived with all the babies last year. If you remember the video where you could hear them in the wall making all kinds of noise and racket. But I haven't heard them this spring and summer in there. So probably me messing around in here so much last year made her choose to go somewhere else, which I am totally okay with. But I won't lie, I'm a little bit nervous about pulling that wall down. I don't know what's gonna jump out at me. So I think I'll start with that wall, work up the courage, and then move to that wall. Time to get my mask. I try to get by without it whenever I can, but there are some moments like that when I can't even fool myself. So, you know. Okay, so I've kind of created a monster of my own design here. I want to get all of this paneling off, and this guy, which weighs about who knows how many hundreds of pounds, is right in the way, making it super difficult. So just gonna have to take it slow and steady and keep chipping away at it. Try to work around it as best I can. Sorry that it's so backlit. Not a whole lot I can do about that. Okay, so I'm standing back here and I really like what I see. There's some brickwork behind here that really needs attention. But I love the colors and the texture and everything about it. So it's so backlit, so it doesn't quite translate on video, but I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you guys what we got. Oh, wow. So looking at it on the phone here, my phone camera, it looks pretty dingy and grungy, but looking at it with my own eyes, it's cool. It's got layered, textured, just awesomeness. So super happy about it. It's gonna need some brickwork. There's some breaking out right there and a little bit right there, and definitely needs some along this windowsill. I think I'll just remove that whole windowsill. Since this is on the inside, maybe this would be a good chance to practice doing a windowsill with bricks, because that could be a good solution going all the way around. So little tuck pointing, and yeah, man, I'm really happy with that. So as you can tell, it is super hot in here. And what I'm trying to do is get away from the mindset that I have to like bust my hump for 4 days and hurry up so that I can get it uploaded by Tuesday as a whole complete project. You know, I want to kind of honor you guys in your time that you're spending with me, and have some kind of resolution, and you know, a video that's wrapped up in a nice little ribbon and bow. But I'm trying to reframe my thinking a little bit and look at this more as a journey. And I see comments from people that have been with me since the beginning. I've had the channel almost a year now, and a lot of people are sticking around. So that is like so humbling and so awesome. And it's a little bit freeing, because I know that like if we don't get everything done so I can upload the video by Tuesday, like I said, it's okay, because this channel is like a marathon, definitely not a sprint. And yeah, so I'm just trying to set my mind at ease a little bit like that, because I start to get anxious that I'm not accomplishing enough quick enough, and I start hurrying, and then I, you know, taking risks, and yeah, it's not worth it. So I want to enjoy this process. It's the whole reason I'm doing it. And so for this video, I'll just get to where I get to, and hopefully everybody can understand that. And I know you guys will. I know you will, for sure. So yeah, I have so many broken windows. But there's a nice little breeze here. So this is my air conditioning. I come out here to talk, because it's about 10 degrees cooler. So yeah, that's nice. So, okay. Let me finish this break and I'll get back in there and we'll see how far we can get today. Okay, so I feel like I've cleaned this room out like 30 times already. But I cannot leave it, because I will step on a nail if I don't stay on top of it. If there's a nail in the room, Chris will step on it. He'll step on it. That's how he rolls. I love talking about myself in the third person. Okay, got it. As far as I can tell, no nails sticking up anywhere. But don't worry, if there are, I'll find them. So, yeah, I'm really liking that. You know how they say that, you know, you open up windows and get some light in a place and it makes the room look bigger? This place definitely looks like 300% bigger than it was when I started. So I don't think you can tell because of the real wide angle lens. It like compresses everything. But this is a giant space that I didn't have before I started this project. So, but it's not quite done for today's video yet. So even though I'm not gonna get the whole thing done in a single video, I definitely wanna wrap it up with something cool to check out. So I've been dying to know what's behind that panel. There's a good chance that it's just wall studs that I'm gonna have to figure out some way to cover once I remove this paneling. But it is in horrible condition. It's gotta go. So one way or another, it's coming down. And I thought that would be a great way to kind of wrap up the video for today. I'll just tear a section out and we'll peek and we'll see what is actually behind it. So I'm really excited about this because look at that awesomeness that's up there and then wraps all the way down there. Wouldn't that be cool if the whole room was just lined with that? That would be too much to hope for. Oh my gosh, would that be awesome? I highly doubt it, but yeah, let's find out. Okay, while I was up here, I noticed that it didn't look quite as backlit from up in this angle. Yeah, it's still backlit. But yeah, okay, anyway. This is what I'm gonna pull down. Really close. That's a really good sign. Hold on a second. Let me get this out of the way. Really good sign. There is a place here for an electrical outlet. They never put the outlet in, but that's that same tin that's up there. Yes, that's gonna be awesome. That's fully tin all the way around. Oh my gosh. Okay, all right. So what do you think? Does that expression mean I'm happy or disappointed? Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah, look at that. I have to pull off more going all the way down. I want to do it from ceiling to floor. I don't want to just look at this little patch. This thing is tin lined all the way around. How awesome is that gonna look with that brick end wall there? And then, who knows what's gonna be behind that wall at the end. So if my theory is correct, and I did go to college, that wall is made out of tin, and that wall is completely made out of tin. And that'll come off. Holy cow. Man, is that awesome. What does that even mean for this room? Yeah, I'm a little bit in shock. So I'm sure a lot of you are like, what's this guy freaking out about? But this is gonna be awesome, believe me. This is gonna be great. Okay, let me pull off the rest of this all the way down, just to be doubly sure. Whew. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, just one more, and I bet you know what the results are gonna be. Just hope it's not all boogered up at the bottom or something. Okay, last piece. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a second to guess. Do you think it was nice tin all the way down, or was it like a wah wah at the very bottom? Suspense is killing you, I know. Well, here it is. Yeah, it's a positive note to end the video on. That's awesome. The only thing weird going on is that air vent with that old grate in it, which is nothing to complain about, I don't think. but this room is going to be sweet when it's done. All that cleaned up. There are some places here that are gonna need patches from when the roof used to leak in this area. And I'll patch those with some tin that I have from an old fire door that the wood rotted out of, but I still have the tin that was used as cladding around it, and it'll look perfect. And I can patch up that as well. And it'll look quirky, but it'll still be tin, it'll still be period. And yeah, I'm really excited about this room. So right now it looks like heck. Oh my gosh. I've cleaned it out so many times. And I'm so dirty and sweaty that that's gonna be it for today. The only thing I gotta do is get those, look, that board landed nails side up. It's like you know how the butter always lands on the bread, always lands butter side down. For me, it's always nails up. So I gotta stay on top of that. And I'm gonna do that, and I'll see you guys again next week. Great day. Okay.